Good day everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another little adventure here in North Wales, Norte de Gales. An unplanned trip, to be honest with you, and I've brought myself to a lovely part of North Wales on the Isle of Anglesey, and I've come to pretty much the most northern tip up in Holyhead. And what we have in front of us there is Holyhead Mountain, what's known as Holyhead Mountain. Now it's more of a hill, but it's called Holyhead Mountain, and I've never been to this side of it before. There's some lighthouses here. The most famous is called South Stack, which I've been to many times, but I've never been to the North Stack, which is where we're going to go to today, which is going to be along that way. So come and join me. I think we go past a nice little church as well by the sea, and there might be a few other little remnant things we should check out along the way. So let's go folks, let's go on a little adventure. So what Holyhead is most famous for, I guess, is it's the point where you'd come to get the ferry over to Dublin, over to Ireland. That's one of the main ports here in the UK, especially in Wales. So yeah, that's what Holyhead is most known for, not the mountain. But today it's all about the mountain and the little church if we can find it. Let's go folks, vamos. We were just talking about the ferries, weren't we? Look, there's one of the ferries in the distance there, coming from Dublin into Anglesey, Holyhead, and then you can just see another boat over there. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's heading over to Dublin. So they go very frequently actually, and it's not cheap if you want to take your vehicle, folks. That's why I haven't been on a road trip there yet. Yeah, it's a good few £100 to take your car over there. It's pretty steep, but I should do it one day. We're at the Holyhead Breakwater Country Park, and we've got an old quarry coming up, some remnants of the old quarry in the side of the mountain here, so we'll go and see that as on the way. So I didn't know this was here. It's a proper country park, like with little lakes and stuff. Wow man, I've never been here before. This is crazy. Nice. Look at this, just on the side of Holyhead Mountain. There's a mountain up there. You see that chimney there? That's remnants of the old mine, of the old quarry, sorry, which is the way we're heading. But yeah man, look at this, very nice, beautiful. Unplanned trips are sometimes the best trips, folks, I'm telling you that now. I might have said that in previous videos. There we go, it's pretty cool. It's a gallery inside of there. There's a little cafe there, little gallery there. We're not going to go in because we're going to go for a little hike, but yeah, very nice. I think I can rejoin the path that I want to get to down this way, so let's go and see if we can find our way. There you go, the coastal path. So that was the country park, basically, where loads of people will bring their kids, and it's like little lakes with ducks and stuff. Very nice, folks, very nice. But I do like the solitude of these parts where other people don't generally go. Here we go, we're gonna head through this way. I'm pretty sure there's a few choices here, as you can see. I'm pretty sure this is the way we're going. Look at this beautiful little gate. We have these things in Wales called kissing gates, and it's one of these basically, but they're usually metal. This one's nice and wooden, so you have to kind of go through it, and the idea is when you go through it like this, when the other person is coming through, you kiss them, if they're your partner of course. If not, you're in big trouble. But that's the kissing gate, the kissing gates of Wales. Look at this man, the view's opening up. That's heading over to the east of Anglesey that way. That's the mainland. So Holyhead, what we're on, is essentially a separate island to Anglesey. It's another island in itself. But yeah, lovely little coastal path bit down there. Anyway, I'm just going to check I'm going the right way. Well, it's a good job I checked then, because I was going the wrong way. I got distracted by the Kissing Gate, but I'm glad I went to show you, because just a little bit of Welsh history there. Views opening up. We're climbing now, we are. Got a bit of a climb coming up now, folks. So this is where you get those lungs working, you know. Let's go. We're going to pass the little chapel by the sea in a minute. Joe's Chapel by the Sea. Let's go and find that next destination, unless we get distracted by anything else, which is always possible. You see some remnants of something just down there. The old quarry, that'll be. This is the old quarry, basically. There's that chimney that we just saw before. See if we can see it better from here, guy. Just a few steps further. There we go. Remnants, quarry, remnants, views for days. Not a bad spot, peeps, not a bad spot indeed. Anyway, forgive me if I sound out of breath. It's uphill, uphill, uphill. So we've just reached a little kind of plateau here, a little flat bit. Some nice views over the port there now. So the boats come in and out. Dublin, Holyhead, Dublin. In the distance here you got the Snowdonia National Park. You see the mountains in the distance. That's just opened up now. And then again to the east of Anglesey there. Absolutely beautiful, man, look at this. Stunning day for it. Another part of the quarry here. Look at that sheer huge slice just sliced off there, balancing nicely. Whoop. So folks, we're just going to leave that side of the mountain, and I think we're going to start getting a nice vista from this side now as well. So we're swapping the direction of view, which is good for me because I'm facing it this time. I've had my back to that the whole time, except for when I'm showing you guys what's going on. Anyway, they get loads of different birds here as well, you know. Loads of people come here to watch the birds, and we call them twitchers here in the UK. Come here to look at all the seabirds on the especially by the South Stack and the lighthouses. Some of the cliffs there are massive. I'll do a video of that because the cliffs there are huge, man. Very high indeed. So it attracts all the birds and rock climbers. Sorry for the out of breathness, showing my unfitness. So I've just had to retrace my steps a few minutes because I went through a little turn in just here. This takes us to the little chapel apparently. I nearly missed that. I was actually filming as I walked past it, that's why I missed it. And now we've got two options. Let's go this way first. See what's down here. So the little chapel should just be round this little nib here, this little rock. So the path's got quite narrow though, it's got to be said. But nonetheless, it is a path, I think. Maybe I should have taken the other one. The other one was probably more obvious, to be honest. But we're here now, folks, we're here. So this is quite sharp. A little bit sharp on the old legs, folks, on the old legs. Come on, where are you? Where are you, little chapel? Oh my days, it's miles away. Oh no, it isn't. Oh my god, oh my god. Well, I've just seen the lighthouse anyway. Lighthouse. Chapel, can't be. Have you seen how small that is? Let me just check that that is the chapel. One sec, folks. Well, yes, this is part of the remnants of Joe's Chapel by the Sea. Stunning little thing. See, there's the path I should have taken. Nice one, guy. What a view from the church. But yes, folks, this is the church. Well, chapel, sorry. Sorry to the religious folk out there if I've got chapel and church wrong. It's a chapel. I will confirm it's a chapel. Here we are. From the back. From the front to the back. There's a little gate there. Let's go and have a look at the gate. Ah, there's a bit of history here, folks. Look at this, man. Think how old this is. Look at that. Look at that. How old that old padlock is. Someone back in the day would have used that. I've really started to take an interest in history, actually. For some weird reason. Maybe it's getting old and boring. I don't know. But yeah, man. There you go. Joe's Chapel by the Sea. We're going to take this path back up. Head over to the lighthouse over there. Vamos. Let's go. One last look of Joe's Chapel by the Sea. But what I also see in the distance here, you're never going to make them out, a couple of seals bobbing their heads up and down in the water. Something else I forgot to mention, big wildlife, sea life here. So you get dolphins and you get seals that are just down there right now. Lovely, lovely life they've got. Anyway, let's go. So I've just looked at the map again and I'm on a different path. So there's another path just up there, which is the main path. This one comes along the coast a little bit more. So you've got two choices basically. You go on the one up there or the one down here. I'm guessing most people would choose the one up there because it's a bit easier. And I prefer this one, man. I think. I don't know. I haven't been on the other one. But nice and secluded. Nobody else about. Perfecto. Folks, just taking in some breaths. It's absolutely beautiful. Starting to get high now. I just love being by the sea. End of story. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Lighthouse. Well, here we are, we arrive at our destination, North Stack Lighthouse. Like I say, not as famous as South Stack because it's not as picturesque and all of that jazz, and South Stack is on basically a better side for the sunset as well, and it's accessible by road. That's why most people go there. Actually, you can drive there. This one you have to do a bit of hiking, as you've just seen. But here we go, and a lovely little, what looks like another little chapel at the end there as well. Let's go and have a look. So on this side of the building we've got a chain here. We could easily go underneath it, but we're not going to because, you know, that's what it's there for, stay out. But you can see the yard there. Let's go around this side of it, see if we can see any more over the walls. Let's go and have a little peep. Bit of the garden. So yeah, really active back in the day, this place, peeps. There would have been someone here pretty much 24/7, I guess, living here and all of that jazz. Doesn't look too lived in right now. There's a gate there. I was hoping I could go through there. Damn. Anyway. Nice little kind of garden there. I'm sure they would have enjoyed the afternoon sun like I'm doing right now. And what you can see in the distance there, folks, that's South Stack Island. Let me just zoom in on that a little bit more for you. So yeah, as I was just saying, there's South Stack Island right there. Let me just get up onto this nib so you can get the best view possible. But look at the cliffs here, man. I'm not keen on heights, funnily enough. Oof, I'm not going any closer than that. There's South Stack, the more famous, and you can see the height of the cliffs behind it there, you know. So this cove here, very famous for rock climbers. Now I'm going to drop you over the edge. I'm running away, folks, I'm running away. Woo, that's too close. So yeah, there you go. Once again, South Stack. And you've got the, yeah, look, you can go in here. We're allowed to go in this. We can go a little bit closer to the old, what is this? Let's have a look. Merchant Shipping Act. Doesn't tell us nothing about the church, really. Nope, just says don't damage the property. Look at this. So what you're looking at here is nice. It's an 1861. It's called a magazine. I'm gonna have to do my research and find out what that's about. Back in the 1800s, a fog warning station, which were cannons, were used to warn boats and ships in foggy conditions that there were cliffs ahead. This building would have been where the shells and gunpowder for the warning cannons were stored. These days, they use a fog siren, which replaced the cannons in 1895. One of the cannons used is on show in the Breakwater Country Park, which annoyingly is the park we just walked through, and I didn't know it was there. Ah well, back to the video. And we've got another little building here. Very nice, peep. Very, very nice indeed. Nice little gate to the outside here. It's so cool, so cute. Like, it's rugged, but it's cute at the same time. I don't know how to describe it really. Let's go and have a quick peep around the side of this building. I've just noticed a little spot we can go down. Another little rock there in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of the sea. Loads of seabirds on there. You can probably hear them. Some nice architecture there. Ooh, lovely. Hang on, what was this? This was a working of sorts. Look, you've got like wires and stuff there. This is obviously where the light was. They would have been the lights, I'm guessing, from the lighthouse. Interesting, eh? Come on. Anyway, I'm just going to head down there. I'm just going to sit on that little, there's a little bench just right there. I'm going to chill out down there for a little while, water myself and gather my thoughts, folks, gather my thoughts. Okay, so I'm just making my way to the little bench I was talking about. Just to my left here, I'm going to be very quiet. There's two seals just bobbing up and down there. Now if they see me, they're probably going to disappear. So I'm just going to try and stay still and zoom in on that for you to see if you can see them. One of them's gone already. The other one's looking this way. He's just checking me out. Yeah, the other one's gone already, you see. Oh, he's come back up. There he is. The other one's gone underneath now. Yeah, very safe down there they are. Look at that. See that little beach down there? Cool, eh? There they are. Anyways, I'll leave them to it. I'm just going to chill out here, man. Enjoy that for a few minutes before heading back via the mountain. That was a lovely 10 minutes chill out. That was very nice, peeps. While I was sat there, I just noticed a little window in the side here. I'm wondering if I can get a peep. I'm not sure if I can get up to that, but let's go and have a look, shall we? There's a couple of pillars. Yeah, I'll get up on there. Let's have a gander. Come on, quickly. I can't see too much because it's too high for me to see in, but how's it looking, folks? I can't see. I can see some photos or something over there. I don't know if the reflection's gonna be any... How was that? I can't quite see in there. Anyway, let's go. We're all locked up from that side. Like I say, we're gonna head back up the mountain to the top as high as we can kind of get there, and then there's a path that takes us back down to where we've just come, I think. Let's go and find out anyway. Once again, you got the port. We're looking back to where we began. This is where we're heading. Got a nice little sailing ship behind us there now. Beautiful. Anyway, onwards and upwards, literally. What a beautiful view. I know we've just seen it, but beautiful view of South Stack Lighthouse right there. Now I'm just going to have a look over this nib here because I think we're quite far away from the actual main centre or top of the mountain. So I'm just going to take myself to the top of that and then I'm going to gauge it and see if it's worth going the whole hog, because we're kind of strapped for time a little bit, folks. Like I said, this was an unplanned trip, other things to do, but priorities, something I've never been good at. Anyway, let's go to the top of here and see what's the score. I thought that was going to be a horizon, folks. It was a false bloody horizon, one of those false horizons. Okay, I'll go to there. That's the thing with hiking, when you think you're just getting to the top, no, there's a little bit more, just a little bit more torture. Okay, let's get to the top of here then. Whew. First bit of flat for what seems like forever. Look at these views, man. Beautiful. B-E-A beautiful. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Right, just a little bit more up here. And I think we're going to call it a day from there. Otherwise we have to commit to a fairly substantial loop, which I don't really have time for. But from what I've just seen on Google Maps, here does have some kind of cairn or some kind of remnants of something, and as I say it, I can just see some kind of stone there, you see. That was clearly something. So we've come upon a hillside. Yeah, definitely. Look at this. Remnants. And there's the top, we can see it, that is the top. I don't have time to go there now, folks, unfortunately, but you can see it, the top of the mountain. Snowdonia National Park on the horizon, Holyhead Port down there, heading to the east of Anglesey, South Stack Lighthouse, remnants. That'll do me, folks, that'll do me. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed that little mission. I just did a little chinwag video while I was sat there as well by the lighthouse, and well, long story short, it was about how many people on YouTube right now are kind of bringing the UK down and saying I'm leaving the UK, don't come to the UK, it's a shithole and all of this, you know, which is true in certain places, but peeps, just come here. come here and find the beauty. Take yourself away from those places that the other people seem to be magnetised towards, and come to these places. The UK is beautiful, it really is. It's a brilliant time to come right now as well, coming into spring. Beautiful time, lovely climate, and you do get weather like this pretty much every year at this time of year. We've been very fortunate, like. So come to the UK, don't be scared off by what everyone else is telling you about London, Birmingham, Manchester, all them big places. Get yourself out into nature. Alright folks, until the next one, take care of yourselves. I'm going to take myself right down there somewhere.